So today, just we are going to take a simple approach how we convert our date, right, from one format to another format, right?
Right.
Convert date. Okay, from maybe one zone ID to another zone ID. Okay, maybe another UTC anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday say कि already we understand what is the zone ID, what is the UTC, what is the date. So whenever we let's we have a local date, okay, as of now, okay, as of now, okay. So local date now. So if I am print the they are printing my local date. So let us simple approach. I am going to convert this date to the UTC. Okay. Okay. So this is my today date, right? Date and times each and everything, right?
Right.
So here question is that whenever I am going to convert UTC, we need a zone, right? We need a offset, right? From where we can visualize okay from which location this is the date, right? This is the date from India or Canada or Australia or America, right? Depend upon the earth locations. Always we kind of whenever date conversion required from a date to another date different view. So you need your zone ID or offset. Both are anyone, right? Yesterday I discussed what is the zone ID, what is the offset. That's clear. So here, if let's say I am converting, this is my local date times to the UTC, right? Or UTC to again my local zone ID. So we need at least zone ID. What zone ID are offset, right? To which zone ID date you are going to convert UTC, and again you are converting back to if you need to, right? It's clear. So here, by default, if you say zone ID the class, right? And yesterday we read all the zone ID, and here let's give for my machine local I want to get the default zone. This is the method they return all the zone ID, but I'm not interested all what is the current my zone ID. If you want to find, you can read. So if I print here, I am getting my default zone ID where I am running. So this is my default zone ID. Okay, notice my zone ID is Asia and Calcutta. If you run the same code, you are getting your zone ID, right? What is the zone ID where you are running currently? So now good option ki always whenever you have a date, always set, hey, I am going to add zone. This is my zone where I am just pass the zone ID, right? You are getting zone date times. Now this is your local date times. Now in this local date time, say, hey, I want to set my zone. This is my zone. Here I can set any zone, maybe us, Asia, Canada, Australia, any zone ID, whatever your local date times. You can just set my zone. You are getting the zone date times. So if you notice, this is the same date as a zone date time. So whenever you are going to perform any kind of conversion, you always need a zone date
Right.
times. Notice now this is my specified zone ID, right?
Right.
The time is same, like, but we can say this is a 5:30 hour zone ID, right? So now this date and time we can easily convert to the UTC, right? So let's see how to convert to the UTC. Similarly, say this is the date, and here say, hey, this is the method dot with the same zone instant and two zone where you want to convert. So let me I go to convert maybe zone ID of UTC, okay? UTC. I want to convert it. Okay. So this is the date converted to the UTC zone. This is a you can say UTC zone ID. UTC zone ID date. And if you print, so now this dot your local date now converted to the UTC date. Right? So simple, we have a method, just say in which zone you want to convert. So now this is our local time zone. Now I convert it to the UTC. So now notice this is the currently time is 9:24, and in UTC it would be like a 3:54, right? So sometimes again, now this is the UTC time. I again convert to the my local date time, right? So same method you can use. Simple. Now this is your
Right.
UTC time, and here say, hey, UTC time with the same time zone, and I pass. This is my local time zone, right? This is my local time zone. I just pass here, and I can again convert it back again. Local date time. Okay. And here just print them. So this Java 8 time zone API do very simplest kind of any conversion. Now notice again the same data I getting here. So this is my local date times converted to the UTC. Again same data I converted to the Asian time zone, right? Even you can convert any date from one to another. Any zone ID you can say. We know all the zone ID you can figure out from this is the dot available all zone ID, just for each and just print all them. Okay. System dot out dot println. This is the all available zone, and you can convert any zone to anywhere. Just this is a kind of a you date required your zone date times. This function with the same zone just specify from where to which you want to convert. So even let us example different some example, right? You can do any kind of conversion anything. Okay, these are all the let's keep this is the my Asia and Singapore time zone. So here you can say so here say this is the zone ID zone ID of you can just pass your zone ID, you can get the zone. Okay, so this is your let's key this is my from zone. Okay, from zone ID and zone ID. Let's I want to convert to maybe UTC this. Okay, UTC UTC maybe two zone ID. Okay, two zone ID. So now we have a two zone ID. From here you want to convert here. So what you can do simply so new you need a date. Which date you want to convert? So let us we have a date like with the local date times whatever the date we have. Okay, my local time, and here's a local time. I want to convert first as a zone from zone. So I say, hey, this is my at zone, and I pass this is my from zone ID. So I converted my date to the from zone ID, right?
Right.
Now we have a from zone ID, and I want to again convert it to let's key from zone ID. I want to convert to zone. Maybe the here say, hey, date. I have a meeting. Okay. So here say, hey, dot same instance, and here say I want to convert to zone ID. To zone ID here. Now you can getting converted to another. So this is the simplest way. Any zone to any different zone you can convert. This is so notice here. This is our Asia Singapore time zone plus 8, right? And this is the times 980, and you can class going to convert to the UTC. That means this become again. If you do -8, that means 128, right? 8 hour. This is the 8 hour ahead, right? Singapore. Again, this date you want to convert back again Singapore Asia. Again, you do the same operation like hey, this is zone. I want to again convert back to the my same zone like here our from zone, right? Not that. So now you can convert it your again revert to that specific zone. So this is a very simple API which are help us to make conversion, right? You notice this is the Singapore date, again convert to the UTC date, and then again convert to the our reverse date. Whatever the date you want, maybe from this date convert to the different time zone, right? So any confusion till now? It's good, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is just one exercise you can do any kind of things, right? Any conversion you can do from here to here, right?
Right.
So this is just a study. I'm thinking let's give you one example so that you can easily convert. Maybe I want to convert this Asia time zone to the our Asian Calcutta time zone. You can do now. You have this time zone. You can say, okay, I want to convert in this Asian Calcutta time zone. What is the times? So simply say with same instance, and I know that this is my Asia Calcutta time zones, right? This is a default one, my system default, right? A zone ID. This is my Asia Calcutta time zone, right? So I can
Right.
simply pass here, and this date converted to the easily uh, with that time zone. Notice the same this Singapore time zone converted to the Asia and Calcutta time zones. Notice this date I converted to the Asia and Calcutta time zone. So from this perspective, this is the time zones. So easily this offset help us to easily conversion, deconversion, plus minus and UTC. UTC means zero and all other countries are plus minus, right?
Yeah.
So you have any question? Anything in any question you have?
No, it will. This one will be once I test it on my IntelliJ.
Okay.
Um,
So
I
let me one you practice it and I'm going to another meeting, right?
right.
Okay, thanks for the day. Okay. And
No
let's
problem.
practice this. Any doubt, any question, we can again connect them, right?
Sure.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Ajay bhai.